There you go.
Yeah, streaming and recording.
Yeah, this is loading on mine as well.
I don't know why that would be. I can check it myself and see if...
Yeah. Oh no, it's on now. I've got it. That's what I've got. James, have you got it? James.
There is something that tickles me about someone tuning in to watch us roleplay and not joining in.
Well, he's never really done roleplay before, Tony, so he's kind of interested and wants to find out a little bit about it. And probably just wants some material to laugh at me.
Well, that can always be arranged.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm going to do multiple stupid things where you can rip the shit out of me. It's not a
I
problem.
think I have experience.
I don't need to rip the shit out of you anymore. You have a suicide collar. The others can
Yeah.
literally rip your shit out of you.
Yeah.
Just to prepare you.
Where is that
I currently have
Dropbox?
a suicide collar. A suicide collar, because I was a bad little member of the team. So, they, yeah, because I was naughty, they put a suicide collar on. So basically they can blow my head off whenever they want. It's all good. Right, is your stream working now, James? I'd refresh it, because it's working for me.
Well, at the moment, it's not working because Sakke is watching League of Legends streams.
Yeah.
What?
That's almost like...
Actually, yes. I'll take it back. It's now he's watching a chicken being sledgehammered.
What?
On
It's a
XTube or
it's a
something.
song. I'm actually just going through my fingers trying to find.
Yeah, that's because
You
we're
do,
watching.
it does look like you have League of Legends open though.
Yeah, he always
Numbers,
has.
James, got to boost the numbers.
Oh my god.
So, are we just gonna keep looking at this picture forever, or?
Oh, that's because I was
Yeah.
actually going typing stuff in my
Might I-
Windows thingy, and
Anthony,
I was
Might
actually
I
searching for stuff.
ask you some things about this, like, advances.
Yes, go for it.
Like, secret tongue, what's that? So,
Which one?
gutter.
Okay, so secret tongues are sort of the overall group of skills or talents, what they come under, are basically languages or dialects spoken by a distinct subset that don't really mix outside of that. So for gutter, sort of criminals, homeless people, that sort of stuff. Sort of not necessarily an entirely separate language, but sort of code words and phrases
For a book.
that you would know. That people
That's
like that
what you get to
use.
hear my voice.
Okay, and peer, what?
Peer is basically having contacts and a respect within a certain organisation or group of people. So depending on what one you can take, generally allows you to call in favours.
Okay.
Somewhat
This
depending
sound
on
should
sort
go
of
up on my streams.
levels.
Okay.
So big, like
Well,
warning
that's-
everyone that has my stream open, that the sound will go up.
Enjoy it,
Tell
James.
his friend.
Okay, so
Tell him to stick funny comments and questions into the chat. We'll try
Oh
to-
yeah, I'm gonna write some shit in the chat. Or maybe not me. You don't know what my name is on Twitch.
Write something in there.
Am I actually logged in? Nope, I'm not. I can't. Oh my god. You guys have to do the chatting with the plebs.
Who was that?
Who's who?
Who was the purple heart?
Purple Heart?
Someone put a purple heart in the chat. Was that your friend James?
Oh,
Actually, I want to save to buy something
yeah, that's James.
better.
Yeah.
That seems good.
I literally thought you had seen a purple heart on the my stream, and I was like, do I have a purple heart in a window?
Let's open this shit.
Radical.
Radical.
So radical.
Yeah,
You
let's
laugh,
oh,
but
God damn
the
it, I
name
need to...
Radical 1929 was very well known on League of Legends, wasn't it, Sakke?
What's my password?
Was it as a feeder?
That person who played with that name was a failure, yep.
Fuck you.
So bad. I mean,
I don't even play League, and I still know he's a feeder.
Yeah. Shit. We could all watch the Mexican runner.
that doesn't say to me anything. Like, Mexican runner.
What a legend.
Is there something special about him?
Yeah, he's Mexican and...
I feel like that's slightly racist. Like,
Well,
the only
that's all up to you to
the only
decide.
reason why we should care about this is because he's a Mexican who can.
Yeah, but like, he speedruns game and like,
Oh.
being a friend when we first saw him. No, not first time, but we watched him sometime and my friend, the only thing he asked in the chat was if he liked tacos, and of course he did. So,
I mean, who doesn't? That's the important question here.
yeah, of course.
It's like
Nice
chicken
gift.
and watermelon. I've met one person my entire life that doesn't eat those two things, or at least one of them.
What, shitting into watermelons?
Chicken, as in.
Oh,
I've never tried shitting into watermelons.
do it fine.
I just dialed into that conversation there and I was like, what? What? Please elaborate on this shitting into watermelons.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
I mean, what do? Do you like carve a hole and like dig it out? And
No,
then place your buttocks, spread your cheeks around the watermelon?
I said
Well-
that I've never met someone. I've only met one person who doesn't like either chicken or watermelon or both. And
Oh, chicken!
and then
I thought you
Anthony
said shitting!
Anthony thought I said shitting, so we started discussing shitting into watermelons.
Oh dear.
Speaking of watermelons, that is
Oh,
a better,
no.
that is someone has done that better than I can draw. I feel so shit at life.
I feel like I couldn't do anything as well as that. I mean, Jesus Christ.
What beautiful viewers you have, Sakke.
And to completely ruin that lovely image, we'll go with this.
I'm
Oh,
just
shit.
checking the chat. This chat is turning retardedly funny. We need more viewers so we could have an even more retarded chat.
You click that last link.
Do it, or I will kill you.
Oh, these YouTube bots will not be staying up for long, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we should switch to like TeamSpeak or something so we can have a soundboard and just then fuck you over and play music and then...
Let's see. Should we actually get the role-playing part started? Because I can't get that.
Yeah, it's probably a good plan.
I mean, I
Is
wouldn't
is
call him,
everyone in on the? Everyone in the Roll 20?
Yeah.
Everyone's names are up. Cool.
Fucking hope so.
You know what's actually good about this? When Andreas is not here, we have 75% webcam ratio.
Yeah. I get a computer, I hope on maybe like someday this week, so... Swedish schoolmaster race. It would probably be shit, but it's something.
I blew up my last laptop.
If
The-
if I remember correctly, did we kill something and then start dragging the body of like a giant
Yeah, we did.
crocodile we killed and the body of the woman we were searching for back to the camp? And
Yes.
we
Yeah,
left it
so we left it. You guys were still up on the cliff top, up over here somewhere, with a giant crocodile thing and a rotten corpse of a woman with no eyeballs.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm not sure who volunteered to carry the rotten corpse, but
Well,
quick question. Did
Yes.
the crocodile have eyeballs?
no, it didn't.
it was also quite rotten.
I found a clue, guys. I think I found a connection.
So, not obvious. Oh.
But no, I can't see it myself.
Ping for me where we are, Tony.
You are currently up there.
Shit, we have 4 viewers. It's like crazy in here.
Yeah, but one of them's me.
Mine says 5.
Yeah, mine says 5.
Then mine is lying.
James has probably given up watching by now. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is shit.
Well,
Well, obviously we need more suicide collar action.
Well, you know.
As I hear the master voice from the sky says that I press the button. No, I don't.
well, can we even press the button? Isn't what's the name?
You guys don't have it, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Can I get like? Is it like keys to a car or something? Can they make like an extra so I can have that one? Or is that possible? Because if it is, I want it.
The
Oh, you can have some of
role-playing
that.
accessory.
It's basically just
Right,
a
come
remote detonator keyed
Let's
into a
do
specific
this shit.
frequency.
We're fucking about too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get serious.
Start my real life roleplay group. It'll be make less gay jokes.
And have less Swedish people.
It's true. How can you live like that? Okay, so I think me and what's his name? Something Frenchy.
Who?
The
To go with you?
yeah, the guys that we just. I think we started dragging the crocodile corpse.
Yeah, so Lamarck and you are dragging the hexalid back down, and someone has picked up the woman called Vosa, or the body of the woman called
Yeah.
Vosa. Alright, so Sakke, can you give me an agility check, please?
Oh no.
Plus 20 because Mark's helping you.
Yeah, cause like I'm just so agile, nothing can go wrong, right, guys? That's 3.8 degrees of failure.
It's not that
What
bad.
a nice start.
I mean, I'm getting the bad rolls out of my systems, like week 6, session 6 or something. I'm just gonna wreck stuff, like,
Not one, not one, not one.
yeah.
Except you'll be continuing rolling ones for damage as well.
I mean, I got my 10 on damage last session. Might
Yeah.
have been on a party member, but still 10 on damage. Okay.
I think I'm the king of damage so far, guys. Massive 20.
It did take you 3 turns to do anything useful though.
Alright, fuck you.
If we skip the trash talk for a second, what did I manage to do with my?
So as you guys are sort of starting to descend the rocky path, dragging this thing behind you, it jams for a second and sort of tugs you guys. You guys pull it and dislodge it. Unfortunately, you dislodge the rock that it was caught on as well, and sort of a small rock slide starts behind you. You guys have enough time to sort of get clear, but the body is sort of swept down with it. You just let go of the ropes and jump out of the way.
Hold on. Based on how the body is going, do you think it'd be possible to jump on it and ride down on it? Or would
it's
it be
possible.
too dangerous? Would it be too dangerous, you think?
I think someone that would think of that would probably not think it's too dangerous now.
Okay, hold on.
I like that vague answering, like, if you're stupid enough to do it, you might be too stupid to realize it's
With
dangerous.
intelligence 25,
Yeah.
I am going to attempt to jump on top of the giant lizard and ride out the rock slide.
All right.
What
Was it you
test
that was carrying? Was it you that carrying Bosa?
I'm
I'm
assuming
gonna
it's
drop
Axtis.
the body.
Okay.
I'm assuming
so-
it's
If I was, I'm going to drop the body. If I'm not, I think it's the other person. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Axtis.
can.
Quite lazy.
Okay, so I want you to make me an agility check, please, Striker.
Okay.
1.
Come on, don't fail this.
I think that's a pass. Hold on. I think it is. Yes, it is. I passed by 2. Yes.
Right, so
Oh, yeah.
so as Vixen and Lamarck basically sort of jump aside, and the rocks start tumbling down, you just make a running leap up and jump on this thing's back, and just ride it down like a surfboard
I-
down to the bottom of the hill.
I'm done for the night. I'll see you guys later. That's the best roll I'm ever going to make. Oh, chuff that. Feeling pretty smug.
It's done. I think the best roleplay we've ever seen is done.
Yeah.
GG guys, let's just...
Yeah, as you're riding it down, it sort of goes headfirst into a boulder at sort of 10-15 miles an hour, and throws you off the other side. And sort of you go over the top of the boulder. Can you give me another agility plus 20?
Okay. He always has to ruin the fun.
If it's 90 plus or something really stupid, I'm gonna laugh.
Plus 20, I pass again.
Okay, so you sort of do a backflip over this rock, and then land on your feet with the crumpled remains of the body behind you, sort of split open and oozing out.
I'm going to
So,
turn around and
At this
look
point,
up.
everyone else will have seen this happen. You're about 30 meters further down and about 100 meters further on.
I'm just gonna turn, look at everyone, he's gonna do a not bad face, like...
I'm going to turn up and I'm just going to say, "Hurry up, guys!"
I'm just gonna walk down as a normal
Sometimes.
person.
Sometimes
Yeah.
my stupid ideas, they work.
Having low IQ isn't the worst thing in the world.
It's not the worst thing. Right, okay. So I'm at the bottom. I'm just going to basically... I'm going to inspect the body and see if it's still, like, draggable or whether it's
Yeah,
just
so
literally oozing everywhere into, like, a mush or something.
yeah, so having a look at it, its head is basically has sheared off its neck on impact, and looking more closely at the trail, sort of where you've just come down, basically its belly been ripped open along the rocks, and what was left of its rather putrid-looking organs are sort of decorating the hillside in a rather grotesque fashion.
Does the head look like it would be transportable?
Yeah, you can transport the head.
Okay.
But it's a bit smushed.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to just sort of ignore all of those observations that I've just made and just wait for the others.
I'm just gonna ask a question that will sound really stupid, but might be needed clearing. Do I have something to light fire with?
You got low sticks, so yeah, you must have a lighter.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming, like, low sticks without the light would be really retarded, but I
Yeah.
didn't check if I had one. Yeah, so as I'm walking down, I light a low stick.
So yeah, eventually you guys sort of nonchalantly walk down, picking your way around the sort of rotten intestines that are sort of decorating the hillside, to find Stryker just standing smugly next to this smashed up corpse.
Not so much smug, just kind of like nonchalant.
Thinking about it, the body might have been better off just rolling down if we wanted to keep it.
I used to look at it, and then like look up again and go, was probably fucked anyway. We're lucky it didn't get buried beneath the rocks. Turn to the mark and go, you know anything about this? You think this is salvageable? Any info we can get from this?
Well,
Take the head.
I'm certainly not a doctor of any repute. I mean, we could see it was. Smell it. This thing was rotten before we killed it.
As he says, smell it, I'm just gonna go. Yep. Definitely.
I mean,
I will also smell it and Bisto. And you, Tony, would be the only one to get that. See, that's an English. It's an English thing. I'm going to say. Do you think we should transport the head?
Well,
Like, is the head stuck? Like, do
No,
we, or is
No, it looks transportable.
yeah,
to
but
me.
I mean, do we have to cut it loose or not?
No, it's been severed
it's
clean off.
basically sort of gone in chin first into this big rock at speed, and its head is basically pointing the wrong way on its body now. So there's maybe a few flaps of skin holding it on, but its neck is definitely broken.
I say, sounds like a good idea, and I pull out the knife and like start cutting it loose. It's just a head.
Yep.
We should make like a mask of it.
I on purpose make it a bit extra gory. Gross.
So doing that, you're gonna have a nice, lovely smelling set of clothes right now.
Like Vixen doesn't care. He's been through. He's smelled worse.
Okay, so it's going to take a few minutes to do that. By the time you guys have sort of worked your way back down and gone through this, it's coming up to sort of 8 o'clock at night, 9ish. It was a good few hours up and down for the majority of the run. So it's starting to get dark, but it's not going to be dark before you get into not like too dark. You've not really see what you're doing before you can get back inside the compound.
Okay.
Unless you stay out, obviously.
I don't plan on staying out.
Yeah.
I mean, do we like leave the body somewhere when we get back?
Well, that's up to us.
Like, do we know a
very
place
so.
where we should, or do we have to ask Lemark?
Lamarck will suggest you take it to the Abbey, where it can be properly cared for.
I know, then I guess we take it there.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll come with you and basically take it inside and organise people to some of the other brothers to come and look after it and say the right prayers and stuff.
Yeah, as this is going on, I'm going to. Vixen's going to try and like find Aristarchus.
Yeah. Where are you looking?
I'm just gonna like without making sure that the others don't notice. I'm just gonna ask Lemark first where he thinks he is, and then go wherever he points me.
Yeah. So, when we left, he was in a meeting with the abbot, but you say I've been with you. I don't know where he'd be now.
I guess I go to the. I guess I go to the inn first, where we're sleeping, and I ask the innkeeper if Aristarchus is there.
Yeah. He'll smile as you approach him. You recognise you, and he'll tell you that he's asleep upstairs.
I'll go upstairs and like
Early.
knock on the door and go, Aristarchus, could I have a word?
There won't be an answer for a few moments, and then you'll hear a thump, and sort of footsteps come towards the door.
I step back a bit, like, to give us some space.
Door will open up, and Aristarchus will be there, in a robe.
You say, I'm sorry for interrupting your sleep, but I needed to ask you a question. When we were out investigating and between like after we departed, did you see Striker? Because I sent him on some errands and I want to make sure he does his jobs.
Yes, he was down in the ground floor of the inn when I left to see the abbot earlier.
Did you see what he was doing?
I think he was talking to someone, I'm not certain. I didn't pay that much attention. I didn't say hello. He looked involved with something.
I nod and go, well, he was supposed to be searching at the inn, so that seems about correct. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Go meet up with others, I guess. Or something.
I'll see you in the morning. I apologise for turning in late, but I'm trying to, as you know, I didn't sleep well on the journey here.
I nod and go, well, nothing's really happening right now, so better sleep when you can.
Thank you for your diligent work.
May the Emperor be with you. Away.
I'll bow at you and turn back in and yawn as he closes the door. Yeah, by the time you guys get back, are you guys specifically doing anything at the Abbey while he was gone?
I was cleaning myself up and just sort of making sure I grabbed a bite to eat and stuff. But other than that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thing you would expect.
yeah. Some of the monks will bring you over some bread and sort of a watery soup while you're waiting.
yummy.
At the Mark's request, and he'll sit and eat with you. So by the time you get back, Vix and these guys will be sort of just about finishing up their bowls.
I'll guess if I see something there, or I ask. If I don't, I'll just go, do you have some bread or something? Just ask for something I can carry with me so I don't have to sit down.
Yeah, yeah. They'll give you a couple of hunks of bread. It's fairly rough, but it's tasty enough.
Yeah, I ate it and don't really bother.
Okay, so what are you gonna do at this point? Where are you gonna head off to? Or are you gonna?
It's late at night, and what's the opening tomorrow? In like game time?
Yeah, the consecrations, the ceremony's sort of an all-day sort of thing.
Yeah.
The actual consecration itself is in the sort of dusk time. Yeah.
Then I'm going to start. I'm going to check if there's someone in the area that has some medical knowledge, and ask around and try to get them to look into the bodies and see if they can find something out.
Yeah. Can you give me an inquiry check? Plus 30. Anyone else that joins in, even if you don't have the skill, spending the time doing it adds another plus 10.
Yeah, I can help him.
Yep.
7
What
plus
was it?
50 and what's my inquiry?
Yep,
Okay,
so
guys,
whoever's got the highest roll.
I have 38 before any bonuses.
Oh, 88's pretty respectable.
Well, yes. Oh.
Yeah, so between the three of you, spend about an hour and a half sort of wandering through the camps, speaking to the pilgrims. Then there's not really any fully trained doctors or physicians, but you find a few nurses and a couple of sort of ex-guard medics, people that certainly have some experience and some training, and so they'll speak amongst themselves and offer you their most experienced to try and assist you.
I'll add that whoever they choose should not be squeamish, even though I make a point of, even though I understand that most of them probably aren't, this might be a bit gross.
Yeah. Yeah, so a fairly elderly looking chap will come with you, sort of probably in his 60s or so. He's got a big scar running down his face. He says his name is Garda. So what is it you Wants me to have a look at.
I lead him to where we place the bodies or store the bodies or wherever our things. And on the way I'm like, well, we had we're as you probably know investigating some things, and we have a couple of who have a body and a head of a creature, and we would like you to try and help us just gather info about what might have happened when they died. Simple things like that.
No. So you're looking at you. Did you bring the creature's corpse back in? Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume we brought the head. Did we bring the
The
rest?
head, and we brought the woman's body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what we brought.
that's the thing.
Those are the two things we did.
So he'll have a look at Vosa first, and he'll spend about half an hour looking at her. And he comes back to you. He says, I'm not entirely certain what killed her. It could have just been exposure, but by the looks of it, the facial wounds were done to her before she died. She was still alive when she lost her eyes. She hasn't been dead particularly long, no more than a few days. Where did you find her?
I just turn to him and go, oh, close by. We don't want to give too much information, even though we've been a good help. We never know who might be listening, and whatever the case is here, we just don't want a rumor to spread or anything similar.
Understandable. Well, looking at some of these wounds, pointing at her face, these look like they were almost certainly done by the shell crows, or something similar. It's not entirely unheard of for flocks of them to attack people on their own, especially if they're weaker. And Vosa was, as you know, fairly old and fairly frail. But still, oh sure. If this had happened particularly close by, people would have seen. And they're generally fairly shy. They don't come that close to the encampment.
Would I know, like, when it says that, would I have an idea if where we found her would be too close for this to be a regular occurrence, or was this far enough out?
It wasn't particularly far. It was just sort of high up.
So less travelled, I suppose, is one way of putting it.
Yeah. So it would be if, say, you found her like right outside the walls there, then that'd be fairly unusual. This happened sort of up here-ish, up a fair way into the up on the cliffs above you, but still fairly close.
Would like, if I assume I've been looking around outside the walls and stuff, like, would people notice if a bunch of those scarecrows were in the same area, like in that area? Would people have seen it?
Or over the top on the cliffs.
Yeah, on the cliffs, like.
Yeah, they'd be pretty obvious once they're in the air.
Would it be weird for them to flock in like that this close, or would I just...
You haven't seen any big groups like that since you've been here, no. Who was it? Whoever it was that spoke to the folks looking after the grocs, the animals, they did say that they fed the corpses to them and took them outside of the walls. But you haven't seen that happen while you guys have been here. That'd probably be the only time that they sort of know it was happening and would expect it to happen, when there's a big amount of fresh meat put far enough away outside for them to come down for.
Yeah. It's like scribbling this down or something. I don't know. Then I'm just gonna thank him for his services on the body and ask him to take a look at the creature's head.
Yeah, he'll have a look.
He'll roll 100. I have no idea what's going on.
Spends about the same amount of time sort of poking the bottom at it. He's quite obviously not as familiar with it. It's not a human. It's not what he's trained to deal with. After a while, he'll sort of call you over it. Well, I don't know what the hell this thing is, or was. I'm sure one of the locals could tell you more about that than I can, but it's been dead for a while. Where did you find it? Did you find it with the woman?
Close by, not next to her. A couple of minutes away. They're not related, and at least we don't think so.
What was the condition of the rest of the body like?
The same.
I know that.
Rotten.
I mean, by the looks of it, this thing, whatever killed this thing, hit it very hard. Looks like it was hit by a truck. And the scavengers have certainly been at it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there insects or like similar things in the head or in the body of the woman?
Yes, there are.
And it's in the creature's head as well, like.
Yes, there are. Not as many.
I have no idea what I wanted to do with that information. Good, I guess. Okay, I'll thank him for his help and like shake his hand and he's good. May the Emperor guide us and especially you after this faithful service. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you find the answers you seek. Good luck.
We will.
I thank him.
Thank you.
I'll let him. I guess I'll go to the abbot. I'll go talk to the others too. Oh, other three. I'll go.
Let's talk to who, Sue? Sorry?
To the group.
Well, I thought we would read you if we help looking.
Yeah, would you? I'm just gonna turn to you, like.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, before we set out, we discussed talking to the abbot about getting him to help us like get into the cathedral and inspect that altar and see if there's anything weird or mysterious going on there. Because with all these bodies going around, I can't shake the feeling that there might be more to these tales. There's too many coincidences. Too many.
Yeah, I guess we
weird
could do it.
happenings.
I'm gonna grunt and nod.
It's for all these people's safety we're doing it, so...
I turn to like Axtus and like shakes the thing I put over his mouth to make him actually stop speaking for once. It's actually working, and I'm like, I did good, and I'm like, I'm going to turn to Mark and go, well, we're thinking about heading to the abbot and discuss opening up the cathedral just quickly for us. If you want to accompany us there, that would be fine, but otherwise, see you tomorrow, and may the Emperor be with you.
I imagine at this hour the abbot will be asleep in his chambers. Do you really think it needs to be done tonight?
I look at them and go, well, we're here to make sure that the ceremonies tomorrow go as planned, and if something would happen, we need information to deal with it before that. So the information has to be gathered before the ceremony, preferably.
I'm gonna sort of nod and grunt. I'm gonna go.
I'll take you to the abbot. He's upstairs.
I thank him and I follow him.
So I'll take you to the abbey. At this time, pretty much everyone's gone to bed. So it's pretty much the abbot's room is up on the top floor. It's only three floors. So it's not a huge place. Get up to the top and knocks on one of the doors from the corridor. And, after a few minutes, no answer, so he knocks again, louder this time. And after a few moments, the door opens, and you can see the abbot sort of peering out, and just throwing his robes on quickly, looking quite sort of disgruntled at being woken up in the middle of the night.
I turn to him and go, sorry for this intrusion, but we're here forced to head into the cathedral and do some investigation there. And as we understood it, you're the only one with keys to the cathedral, and well, breaking a window to get in would be a bit misguided of a way to enter. I assume this close to the ceremony.
You
I'm
could
gonna
say that,
nod
yes.
and run.
So we ask if either you could lend us the key, or you yourself come with us and open the door for us. It would be very pleasant.
What is it you hope to find, or
Well, we have heard rumors and things that are... There's coincidences to those rumors that make us believe that there might be something more to them than just being rumors. We don't... It's been the bleeding altars we talked about, and a couple of other stuff. We don't... It's nothing super specific, but we want to make sure that there's no bleeding altars during the ceremony tomorrow, so to speak.
I spent several hours with your master Aristarchus today within the cathedral, showing him around. Is that not enough?
It's not that we don't trust either you or Aristarchus, it's just that two pair of eyes could have easily missed something, and if the rumors are true, then maybe we just need to keep looking until we find the clues. If there's nothing, then there's nothing, and all will be happy. But if it turns out that a great disaster happens because I didn't check the cathedral tonight, then I will blame myself, and the Emperor will mark my words that this is something that he would obviously not like or approve.
Hopefully,
Because
it won't take too long. There's...
I try to make this sound very non-threatening. It's like I'm not trying to threaten him if
Yeah, no.
like that.
I'm gonna sort of nod and I'm gonna run. From
He'll sort of look at you, sort of head cocked slightly for a few moments, and sigh. I suppose then. Let me get dressed properly.
Thank you.
I would ask this not be taking particularly long, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Yeah.
The other monks need to be well rested for tomorrow's ceremonies.
I'm gonna
It's a
nod.
big day.
Yeah,
It is.
As well.
It's the combination of our work in the last 2 decades.
Yes, we don't want to ruin the ceremony by keeping you awake too long. If it would turn out to be a problem, you could, of course, leave the key with us, and if you have a secure box close by, or secure thing we could place it in, so you could just pick it up tomorrow morning, then that would, of course, be fine with us.
No offence, but many parts of the cathedral have been prepared with sacred ointments and the like for tomorrow's ceremonies, and I would prefer to make sure that everything is kept as it should be. I won't
Yeah.
interfere, but nonetheless.
I know at least. Well, I'm going
That's
to be honest, I
completely
don't
reasonable.
know enough about the holy ways of the Emperor to be able to discern about sacred ointment in all the cases. So that would be very kind of you. Not towards him.
Thank you. He'll turn around and close the door, and then come out after a few minutes, fully dressed properly.
I nod towards him and like start slowly moving towards the cathedral, assuming he follows.
Yeah, he'll grab a lantern on the way out of the abbey, and lead you up into the the entrance of the cathedral. Coming out, you can't see any campfires or anything in the tent sort of setups. Everyone appears to be asleep.
Can we see any of the gates from where we are standing, or?
Yeah, you can definitely see the west gate without any issue.
And it looks like there's guards. There's nothing weird going on.
Yeah, there's definitely guards there.
Yeah, then I'm not bothered by it. Anything just keeps going.
So the main doors to the cathedral are sort of a huge set of double wooden doors with metal bands running across horizontally, and a big keyhole. The key he pulls out to open it up is almost the size of a las pistol. And he inserts it in and clicks it one way and then another and then another, and eventually the door opens and you hear the sort of locks slowly disengage one by one, and he pushes the door open and it opens without any sound, and so the inside of the cathedral is pretty much the same shape as the building itself. So it's a single huge domed room in this sort of central circular bit with these four small sort of alcoves off to the side with statues of Saint Drusius in them. And this bit here is sort of entrance hall, sort of entrance sector. And on the far side there are a couple of office sort of things. Not office, like side rooms. At the back you can see doorways into.
Do we see the altar?
Yep. The altar is in the sort of dead centre of the whole thing, with pews arranged in sort of a U shape around it, with a sort of metalwork fence gilded in gold behind the altar, which separates it from the back end of the cathedral.
I'm going to slowly start to walk and first inspect all the statues, while keeping a metaphoric one eye on the abbot to see how he reacts. If it looks like, I want to see how he reacts to what I'm doing. I'm just going to inspect, see what's going on.
Yeah. So so you can have a look at all the statues and stuff in the room. Nothing seems particularly untoward. It seems normal. Most of them have arrays of candles around their bases in a specific shape, specific pattern, and you can smell oils sort of drizzled around them. Sort of a fairly sweet, quite pleasant smell around it. As long as you don't sort of go to fiddle with the candles or anything, the abbot doesn't react negatively at all.
Yeah, and also keep an eye if his expression changes at all. If I move closer to something, I would try and keep an eye on that. And then after I checked the statues, I would move towards the altar and try and inspect that closely.
Yeah. The altar is what's interesting here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the altar itself is made of sort of a polished marble, and it's a rectangular block, about 6 meters long and about 2 meters high. So it's a fairly big piece, with scenes that you recognise, you'll all recognise as battles that Saint Drusius took part in the Eclipses campaign. There's no blood coming out of it, that's for sure. There are a number of symbols of the Imperial faith around, placed on and around the altar. a number of candles, and I can't remember the name of those things. You know the censers that you see in Catholic ceremonies with they wave around on chains.
Oh, and you.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's called.
I have a feeling that someone's going to start googling exactly.
I'm not gonna Google.
Thing is, you swing around in Catholic.
Yeah, it's like.
I know what you mean.
Incense.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
incense, yeah.
Yeah, some sort
Whatever those things are, there are two of those placed ready on either side of the altar. Not lit, but
Which is
ready to go.
interesting. Seeing as obviously 40k is based on the English Empire, the British Empire. That was predominantly not Catholic.
Yeah, but the 40k religion has generally been seen as space Nazi Catholics. So
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh no, I was just raising a point. I wasn't
yeah,
questioning.
as
Yeah.
as a space Nazi Catholic in this thingy, I probably won't really care that much unless there's something odd about them. I assume it isn't.
I would like to.
there's nothing here that you would that jumps out of you as in any way odd or unusual for this sort of place. I mean, you would have been to the temples and churches, maybe even a cathedral at some point. None of this jumps out to you as unusual anyway.
Trying to think, like, is how high is the ceiling?
So, sort of where you come in, the ceiling's only about 25 meters high. In the center, above the altar, it's about 100 meters up.
Can do I have any way to see the top of, like, say closer to the roof to see if there's anything weird?
Only if you've got a pair of binoculars or something similar.
I thought I was more thinking about the darkness. I don't want to see details. Like, can I?
I say it's lit. It's all lit through sort of hidden lights in the dome as it goes up, and the top of the dome, sort of the inside surface of the dome itself, is star map of the Callisto sector, sort of imposed over a scene of Saint Drusius, victorious on the world that is now known as Scintilla, which is the capital of the sector.
Question.
Yes.
Is the cathedral sort of cold, like warm, like somewhere in between, or like hot?
This in the evening at this point, it's a little warmer than it is outside. Outside is uncomfortably cold at this point.
Okay. And was there? I mean, was there a less than natural jump in temperature when we entered the cathedral that I noticed?
No.
No. Okay, so it's just normal. Fine. I'd also like to see if I noticed anything highly valuable. Can I make a test
Well-
for
I'm sorry, but I'm losing my internet. Wait a second.
Yeah.
that? Okay. Pause.
Do you want to take a couple of minutes break?
Yeah.
For,
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Uh,
Alright.
Sure.
I think. Wait a
Grab some
second.
more